Hi, my name is Nilvenus Binjinui, and I am going to present about the introduction of cryptology and its application in real life. So, cryptology is the study of cryptography and cryptanalysis. The purpose of cryptology is not only to create strong security but also to test and break the cryptographical system by doing systematic mathematical calculations. The difference between cryptography and cryptanalysis is cryptography is the art and science of making chippers, while cryptanalysis is the art and science of breaking chippers. Cryptography is associated with the process of converting ordinary plain text into unintelligible text and vice versa. It is a method of storing and transmitting data in a particular form so that only those for whom it is intended can read and process it. Cryptanalysis includes all the methods of breaching the cryptographic security systems. It is a means to decrypt ciphertext, chippers, and cryptosystems. It works by understanding how they work to find ways to crack them despite the lack of plain text source, encryption key, or algorithm used to mask information. So next is about the application of cryptology in real life. The first application of cryptology in real life is about the authentication or digital signatures. Authentication is any process through which one proves and verifies certain information. And the second application is timestamping. Timestamping is a technique that can certify that a certain electronic document or communication existed or was delivered at a certain time. Timestamping uses an encryption model called a blind signature scheme. And the next application of cryptology in real life is the electronic money. Encryption is used in electronic money schemes to protect conventional transaction data like account numbers and transaction amounts. Digital signatures can replace handwritten signatures or credit card authorizations. And public keys encryption can provide confidentiality. And the fourth application of cryptology in real life is encryption or decryption in email. Email encryption is a method of securing the content of emails from anyone outside of the email conversation looking to obtain a participant's information. In its encrypted form, an email is no longer readable by a human. Only with our private email can be unlocked and decrypted back into the original message. So we move to the next application, which is encryption in WhatsApp. Okay, WhatsApp uses the Signal protocol for encryption, which uses a combination of asymmetric and symmetric key cryptographic algorithms. The data which is encrypted using the public key of a user can only be decrypted using the private key of that user and vice versa. And the last example of application of cryptography in real life is encryption in Instagram. Our interaction with Instagram is likely an encrypted communication. This prevents malicious parties from eavesdropping on the conversation between us and Instagram. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. So my name is Muhammad Faizal Rizman bin Sabri, D201910888561. Gonna present to you the next part of the cryptography known as Caesar cipher. So what is Caesar cipher? Let us look into it. Caesar cipher is an oldest and simplest example of substitution cipher that originally uses the replacing of each letter from plain text by a fixed number letter of the alphabetical order to form ciphertext. Do you want to know some facts? Caesar cipher is originally created and used by Julius Caesar to communicate with his army as a secured message. So the encryption and the decryption of Caesar cipher also can be shown by modular arithmetic that uses the fixed number of key. In calculation, the letters are replaced by a fixed number according to their position in the alphabetical order. There are certain formulas used specifically for each encryption and decryption of Caesar cipher, which is shown below. So here are some examples to show you how the calculation of encryption and decryption of Caesar cipher. So there are tables that shows the fixed number position of the letter in alphabetical order, starting from 0 to 25. So for these examples, we're gonna use the number of key, which is 12. Key equals to 12. So the first example is encryption of the Caesar cipher. So by using the formula given, which is X will represent the number of the letters position and N is the number of key used. So if we're gonna use the plain text "come back home" to form the cipher text, which is created by using the modular arithmetic. Therefore, the cipher text produced is OAYQ and MOWTAYQ. So next is decryption of the Caesar cipher. So by using the specifically given formula, which X will represent the number of letters position and N will represent the number of key used, so we're gonna use back the cipher text that we got earlier, which is OAYQ and MOWTAYQ to form back the plain text. For the final answer is "come back home." So the working process is as shown as below. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hello, my name is Nurul Ashirai Mugli Majunun and I will present about affine chipper, which is the third question of our assignment. Okay, so what is affine chipper? Affine chipper is a type of monoalphabetic substitution chipper with a two-part key, which is a multiplier A and a shift B, and calculation are carried out using modular arithmetic to transform the integer that each plain text letter corresponds to into another integer that corresponds to a chipper text letter with modulo n equal to 26. Okay, for the encrypt formula for affine chipper is EX congruent to AX plus B mod 26, and for decrypt formula dy congruent to A inverse in bracket y minus b mod 26. Alright, we will go to the example. Okay, this is the standard value of the alphabetic of 26 letter, and we will use the key pairs 5, 6. 5 is indicate the multiplier and 6 indicate the a shift. Alright, so for the encrypt example, first thing we substitute the key pair into the encrypt formula, and then we got EX congruent to 5x plus 6 mod 26. Next, we choose affine chipper as a plain text, and the value according the standard value of 26 letter, we got 0, 5, 5, 8, 13, 4, 2, 8, 14, 7, 4, and 17. Alright, so we substitute this value to the formula 5x plus 6 mod 26 to get a new value for chipper text. So the value that we got is 655, 20, 19, 0, 16, 20, 24, 15, 0 and 13. So we convert the value into the alphabet. We got the ciphertext, which is G F F U T A Q U Y P A N. Okay, so we will go to the decrypt example. We will use the formula, which is dy congruent to A inverse in bracket y minus b mod 26. So we need to find A inverse. We know that the multiplier is 5. So we need to determine the A by find the 5 times what to get 1 mod 26. So 5 times 21 we get 105, that congruent to 1 mod 26. So we know that the A inverse is equal to 21. Alright, the ciphertext that we get from encrypt will be used, and we will convert the ciphertext to a plain text that we used before, which is a fine cipher. So the value of the ciphertext will be substituted into the formula 21 in bracket y minus 6 mod 26, and we got the value 055,813, 4, 2, 8, 14, 7, 4, and 17. So if you look to the table of standard value, we get the plain text AFFINECIPHER that were used in encrypt example. Alright, so that's all from me. Thank you.